welcome back. So, as you can probably tell by the amount of YouTube videos that have been popping up just recently, it was Doncaster Gaming Market at the weekend just gone. And bloody hell, what an event it was. Such a great event, so many people there, and it just made it worth what it was. So yeah, it's probably the first market I've been to that I've not scoured every stall for the inch of its life. In fact, I probably missed quite a lot of stalls, to be honest. I think I only really walked around central ones. But yeah, it was mainly because of the social side. There's so many cool people there. Lots of people I've seen before, and loads of new people as well. So yeah, I probably should have wrote it down somewhere about who actually went. So first up, me and Dylan, we drove over together, and it was like a 2-hour trip, I think it was. A bit longer than I was expecting actually, but totally flew by. I mean, when me and Dylan get together, all we do is flip and chat constantly in the car together, so always a pleasure. And then when we got there a bit early thanks to Craig's here again. First person we bumped into was Doncaster and his mate Liam at his stall, so yeah, had a bit of a chat with him. Moved along, and I think it was Lewis and Scott Glory Hunter. Bumped into them quick at their stall, and then went over to Craig's here again, and pretty much lost myself there for God knows how long. But yeah, also Nath Retro also bumped into us. He came in early, and had a good chat with him. And Griffo, I don't know what's your channel called? I can't remember. Griffo, Alex Griffiths. Awesome to see him. He came in a bit early as well, and then all of a sudden it just became crazy bedlam. Then everyone started coming in. First up, it was the Nameless Gamer and Al Big Game Al. First time I've actually bumped into you guys. Well, actually spoke to you guys face to face. We've been chatting on WhatsApp for ages, and it's been flipping a hoot. Been great chatting on WhatsApp. I think we're just non-stop chatting on there for the last few weeks now. So great to bump into you. And also Carl's Room 70 something. God, I'm rubbish at these bloody numbers. So yeah, great to actually speak to you probably, because as well, chatting to him for quite some time as well. Who else did we bump into? Eventually met up with Pete Fighter and Sean Retro Games with Eyes. Revisited. Oh my goodness, I'm rubbish again. Sean, everyone knows Sean, and his daughter-in-law Jo. Didn't really get to chat to you guys that much actually. We met each other at the pubs briefly, but that was about it. I didn't really see you on the actual market floor. But one person I did bump into on the market floor, and was an absolute shock to all of us there. Again, been chatting to this guy for over a year, every day on the WhatsApp and everything. Told us he wasn't going because he lives the other side of the bloody country for a start, down south. Rob Grinaldino. So yeah, I think I was at Tuti's store. Oh yeah, I met Tuti, of course. I mean, always there. And his mate and Doncaster's mate Rob. It's got to put that in as well, because it's not just Tuti's friend. In fact, he's all our friend now, isn't he? Really. But yeah. I think I was at Tuti's stall. Oh no, was it Doncaster's stall? I was at a stall anyway, and I got tapped on the shoulder, and I was like, Eddie, and I was like, hi. I was like, who is it? And I just said someone completely different I thought that might have been there, and he was like, then he started speaking properly, like fully, more than just my name, and I was like, Rob, how can I not know it's you? What a surprise. I couldn't believe it. Still can't believe it. Seen you at the place, talked to you about it afterwards, seen your video, and I still can't believe you went. It was such a flipping surprise. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm sure, I mean, as I say, you've probably seen all this before. Everyone's a lot better at talking about this stuff than me. But yeah, also, who else was there? Darren McGowan as well, which is a guy that does a lot of the comments and stuff, which I'd love to see your collection one day. I mean, he talks about it all the time. He's got so many like cool sets started. He's going for a full PS2 set, so love to see that one day. I think he's got about twice as many games as I have. So yeah, I think that's rounding out soon, and he's going for the PlayStation 3 after that. Also, another guy that I spoke to that he's never chatted in the messages before, but he says he watches my video, and I forgot what he's called. Dan. Oh my goodness, I'm rubbish. Next time I see you, it'll just click like that. But yeah, Underwater Level. I know your channel name, and and Not the Coin as well is his Instagram name, which funny enough I do actually follow him on the Instagram, because he does a good collection of photos of both gaming and vinyl, like music vinyl, but he is starting to get into the evil world of video game vinyl, which is a bit dangerous. I need to like look away from them because yeah, video game vinyl is dangerous for me. Yeah, oh, just getting myself dressed and everything. But yeah, awesome to meet you guys, and you better start chatting more in my comment. If you watch this, you better say hello and say hello in all future videos as well. So yeah, was that everything, everyone? If not, I'll pop ones I've missed. I'm sure I've missed someone, because it's one of them events that just flies by. It's just amazing. It's I think we got there at about 8 o'clock and left at 6, and it just felt like about an hour. It just went like that. But yeah, anyway, as I say, you've probably seen all this before, so I'm gonna celebrate by having a nice little drink. So this is what is it, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. This is something I've started getting into a few years ago. Nice and easy one to get at all the supermarkets, so just a nice little summery drink, even though it's not the summer. Cheers. Yeah, I need to wet the old whistle. So yeah, what have I got? So first up, let's talk about what I'm wearing. I wore this at Doncaster Market, so it's probably smelling a bit by now. No, it's not really. Yeah, Hardcore X-Core Games. And then it's got like a few Nintendo bits there. So where have I got this from? Well, this is something that I've made up thanks to a little comment by Raz Tendo. He put a little comment on one of, I think it was like the Leeds video, market video, and he just put Horde X-Core. And I just absolutely wet myself when I saw that. And I was like, right, I'm going to make a t-shirt of that. So yeah, if anyone wants this t-shirt, I'm actually selling it for about 50 quid a pop. And then all that money is going to be going onto these lights. I'm going to fill up my whole room with lights like this. So yeah, 50 quid a pop. I'll put a link somewhere, you can find them. If not, let me know, and yeah, I'll sell it to you, 50 quid a pop. So with that out of the way, what did I get? Again, what did I get? What did I actually get from the market? So start off, quite a few gifts actually. First up, when I saw Craig's here again, he gave me all these bloody slip covers, didn't he? So we've got the nice lenticular Wally for the Wii. Do these really quick. Red Dead Redemption, another one of them lenticular covers for Batman, Resident Evil 5, Final Fantasy 13, and the pick of the bunch for me, Eternal Sonata, which I really need to get. I've got it on the 360, I just need to get it on there. So right, I'm going to just pop them down there because I've got no space. I've got that much. In fact, me, Sean and Pete, I think everyone was saying who's going to do the longest video out of all three of us, because we all had an epic amount of pickups. So yeah, from then I saw Tutti, and he actually mentioned he's given me this. So that thing in question is a control blaster. So basically, you put your PlayStation Move in here, and it comes a nice little gun. So now I'll be able to play Time Crisis, and I feel like I'm at the arcades. So cheers for that, Tutti, much appreciated. So, but he then gave me something else, which I know why he's done it. I know why you've done it. So I sent him a list of PlayStation 2 double case games, and it was a bit, I had to doctor it a bit and everything like that. But when I got a new phone and everything like that, I lost my old list, so I just copied and pasted from the unedited version, and one game stayed in it, and that one was Double O, Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough. And as you can see, it's not a double case. In fact, it's one of these white spine ones, and he gave me, I was like, I don't really want it, to be honest. And then he explained why he gave it to me, because this was on the list that I sent him, and he picked up on it straight away. And then yeah, he's given me this. So nice and complete. What is it? Actually, it's quite cool. Actually, it's got two separate discs, so that's pretty cool. But I know the reason why I say I know why he's giving me it's because it's one of these white case ones that all the double case games have. Not double case, double games ones have. And I know he's trying to set me up with another bloody subset. In fact, that word was bandied about so much of that market. I think something's been like triggered upon everyone, all about the subsets. So yes, you're not going to have me yet, but maybe. We'll see when the double K set finishes, we'll see what happens from there. Next up, we have got from Griffo some Game Gear games. In fact, not all of these are from Griffo, so I'm going to put that one there. So first up, we've got the nice and common, but one that I don't have because I've only just started getting games from a Game Gear. I've had one for years, but just never any games because it doesn't work. Columns. So spent many hours on Columns. Absolutely great game. One that I've never played, but I've always wanted to, and that's Devilish. So this is sort of like a bat and ball kind of game like Arkanoid, except an adventure game with it. So very unique. So really cool, actually. I think there's a Mega Drive version as well, possibly a Master System. But yeah, really cool. Really happy to get this in my collection. So cheers for that, Alex. And another game I've spent probably most of my Game Gear life playing, Putt and Putter for the Game Gear. Fantastic game. Love this game so much. So addictive. I don't know if everyone else is the same, but I was absolutely addicted to Crazy Golf when I was a kid. Always playing it. So when I used to go to the seaside, and the game that kind of started the reason why he brought all these over for me as well. When we was at Leeds, he was there as well, and I picked up Shinobi like really cheap, and he says, well, you could have had mine. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And he says, well, I've got a couple of others if you want, including Shinobi 2. So these are really cool because the Shinobi games on the Game Gear are unique to the Game Gear. So really can't wait to eventually get my Game Gear like sorted. It's over there. I'm looking over there because it is over there. So yeah, can't wait to get that on the go. Give it a go. I'd love to play it on the Retro Freak, but the cartridge that you need so you can play them is a bit expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna have a drink. So pretty much the rest of it, yeah, there's a very strong smell of bananas coming from around here. It's beautiful, I love it. So first up, which is probably the last game I actually picked up, was Ninja Gaiden on the Game Gear. So yeah, from Craig's here again. As you can see, his prices were absolutely flipping brilliant. So yeah, because I got all these, I was like, right, I'm gonna have to start getting some Game Gear games. I'm really looking forward. I might actually start getting a loose Game Gear set because you can pick up some really cheap games when they're loose. I'm not really a loose kind of cartridge kind of guy. I don't know how I'm going to store them. Probably all stacked up like that. But yeah. So, where do I start? There's a lot of stuff here. Right. I mentioned these earlier on to him. In fact, when I was at Craig's stall, absolutely great guy. Except it's very hard to be around because without spending a fortune, because you'll be looking at something and then you come over with something and go, oh Eddie, you'll want this. I'll just put it on your pile, don't worry about it. And he made this huge pile for me of all stuff off his store, and he did me a cracking price for it. So I mean, can't grumble, but I have got a lot of stuff here. But I mean, sorry about that. But most of this stuff has been on my watch list on eBay for some time, so really pleased that I have got a lot of this stuff. So first up, as I say, subsets. Oh, I don't want to put that in the camera too much, you might see, I don't know. But yeah, Tiger Electronics. So first up, we have got Sonic 2 on the Tiger Electronics. So I used to play these so much as a kid. I used to have Outrun. I can't remember what the others. Outrun was one I used to play a lot, and there was a fighting game. I don't know. I think I had Street Fighter and something else. I can't remember what it is right now off the top of my head. And I definitely had Sonic 2. So absolutely great to get back in the collection. I love these. I mean, you can probably tell before I like collecting LCD games, and somehow I don't have any of these Tiger ones that look like this. The ones that I actually had as a kid. So one that I didn't have as a kid, but is a Sega game, and that's Afterburner. So brilliant to get that. So really pleased to get that in the collection. Really good condition as well. So another great one. I'm not too sure if I had this one or I played it from a friend, and that is Shinobi. Now this one's a bit yellow, but I'm sure with my excellent retro brighting skills I can bring this back to life. Quite nice. So yeah, nice to have, and probably the pick of the bunch. I don't think I've ever seen this one before, so that's really cool. As I say, I've been watching a lot of these on lists and stuff. So Thunderblade, which is a Sega classic, obviously. So intrigued to see how this one plays. Might actually play like a bit like a traditional shooter. It's got a missile and bomb on there, so really cool to get these. So I'm going to put them there, and I'm going to have a bit of a drink. Right, so next up again, we'll stay with the LCD tip. I went over to Tooty's stall a bit later on, and I picked up this out of his box, and I said, oh, how much is this? And he says, it's a bit knackered, you can just have it if you want. I was like, you sure? Because I don't mind paying. But yeah, nice little Konami one to add to my collection. Oh, I think maybe because you passed it on to me, Tooty, I can actually say the word properly there. Konami, is it? Konami? Konami. I don't know. Konami. Who knows? Yeah, great to get in the collection. I was a bit knackered, but it's one that I'm not too fussed about, so it's just good little extra in the collection. What have I got now? So I'm just having a look over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 8th Konami one. So cool. Nice. Oh, I've got some more gifts over here. So from the Nameless Gamer, Alan's mate, and needs to start doing some videos because his collection is absolutely bonkers, especially his NES one. We have got we've got Dig Dug, and we have got Pac-Man, and that's from the Pops range where I've got over here. So he noticed that I've got these missing. He's been getting some of these, and these are his duplicates. So I will add these nicely to here. So this is Dig Dug's enemy, so we can put him next to Dig Dug, make him a bit nervous and everything. But yeah, we're going to stray away again from Craig's stall, and we're going to go over to this game here. Oh my goodness, again, one that I really wanted to knock off my list. And yeah, Sega Saturn game, as you can probably tell, and that game is In the Hunt. So this is not 20 quid as it says there on the price sticker on there, so it's got a few stickers. This tab's a bit knackered. I'll probably cut that off, to be honest, because it just makes it look a bit untidy. But oops, all complete and nice loose disc, because that's just what Sega Saturn games do. He had 80 quid on this guy, and I knocked him down to 70 quid. Well, I just said what's the best offer, he said 70 quid. So he's someone who's selling his collection off, and so he's not like one of the usual store guys. He had half his collection there, and I was talking about like double case games, and he said he might have some for me. So I actually got his phone number, so hopefully we'll be able to sort something out soon. But yeah, really pleased to get this game. I actually went to play this the other day, and I don't know if anyone else knows about a little glitch in this game, but I actually thought I've got a dud here, because I put it on and it got to the not the title screen, but like the Coco Pelli screen, the person who makes it, or at least ported it anyway, or something, published it maybe, and it wouldn't go any further. And I was like, there is a few little minor scratches on the disc, and I thought, that's not enough to make it not work. What's going on? Sorry about that, a bit of the old beer burp, so that means I need to refuel. Yeah, so I was like, what's going on? I've got a dud here. So I went on the internet, just thought I'd see. So I searched In the Hunt, not working, title screen. And lo and behold, I saw a forum, someone mentioned, a lot of people were saying, I'm having the same problem. And this one guy says, I tried this and it worked. And the solution is to, when you boot it up, make sure that the control pad's not plugged in. And once it gets to the title screen, plug it in and then it'll start working. Well, it'll all be working by then. And do you know what? It worked first time like that. I tried so many different methods. I tried it with cheats. I tried it with the cheat card in, out. Nothing was working until I tried it with the control pad, and I tried it umpteen times after that, and it worked first time every time. So yeah, it is a bit of a strange thing. I've never heard anything like it in my life, but yeah, I'm just glad I didn't pay all that money for nothing, basically, just for a box. Boxing instructions. But yeah, great price, and again, one that I've had on my eBay watch list for bloody ages. So what should we do next? We'll do this pile here, I think. We'll do this pile here. So next we have got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. And it's in a nice gold box, but as you probably can tell, there's no game in it. And that's because this isn't a game. This is actually a promotional item. So yeah, this is the pre-sale box, as it says on the front there in that little sticker. Why have I got that? Well, it's cool, isn't it? And he had it for really cheap, and it's, so again, it's one that I don't have on a saved search, but I do occasionally like look out for, because if you've got a Zelda game, it's got to have a gold cover. That's just the iconic colours of Zelda. So yeah, happy to get that in the old collection. Next up, kind of a gift from Rob Gernaldino. So I went up to a stall. It was one of the Retro Collect guys, and I picked up Gun Bullet, which is Point Blank, which I've already got on the PS1. But I thought it'd be really cool to get this, because I just love the artwork of it, to be honest. I mean, look at that. We don't get anything like, we don't get discs like that, and we definitely don't get like little backgrounds on the inside of the covers. And it was a £1 game, so I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to get it. It looks cool, just for like the bit of collection. Because it's all about the artwork in the end of the day. And I only had 20 quid on me, well 20s on me, so I went to pay and I said, have you got anything smaller? And so I asked Rob, can I borrow a quid? And he said, do you know what, I've not got you a gift, and because we've said a few things to each other over the last year, and he said, well, that's probably not working now, and he said he'll just buy it for me as a gift. So thanks for this, Rob. Much appreciated. Well, I'm worried about that game now, but it's okay, because we've got another good Saturn game, and that game in particular is Dodonpachi. No, it's not Dodonpachi, it's just Donpachi. This is for the Sega Saturn. We never got this over here in PAL territories. It's a nice Atlas cave shooter. I think this has got a lot of slowdown, much like In the Hunt as well. So I don't think it's as bad as In the Hunt, but for me that slowdown is a little bonus and helps me play the game a little bit better, because I'm terrible at these games. I just love them. But yeah, again, one I look for every so often, and I found this on Alan's stall, Japanese Alan, Scottish Alan, however you want to call him. The one with all the Japanese games, we all know who he is. Absolutely fantastic to get this again. One I've been looking for a while. So I think everything else now is pretty much Creator again from him. So next up, we've got Power Shot Pinball Constructor. As I've probably mentioned again, I absolutely love my pinball games. So this is going to be an intriguing one to play. I can't imagine it playing too well, mainly because it is a construction kit. So we'll put that over here. Next up, I think Tootie found this for me, but off Craig's Here Again Storm, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, I need to get this. I can't remember this as a kid, and it's called Extreme Roller. So there's a guy on the front cover on his rollerblades doing a Liu Kang, that trick's called, where you grab your foot and stick the other one straight forward, just like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. So yeah, fantastic to get this. I don't know anything about it other than it's a rollerblading game. I'm not too sure if I played it as a kid, because I did play a lot of backups. So I can't remember the cover, but it could be that I've actually played it. One that I probably shouldn't have got, but I kind of wanted to get. I was umming and ahhing about it, and I thought I'd just get it right at the end, I think. I can't remember. And that is Guitar Man Lives. And the reason why it's a bit of I wasn't sure is because I'm pretty certain this is exactly the same as the PlayStation 2 version. And this is a great rhythm game. So think Parappa the Rapper, but with guitars. And you do it, instead of like pressing buttons, you are moving your control pad to kind of go into the rhythm. So really cool. Definitely a different take on the rhythm game. I think at least at that time anyway. So I suppose it's cool to have portably, and I just love that artwork. I mean, can't go wrong. And I think it was nice and cheap, although not as cheap as this, as I think this was only £1. Never seen this before. PlayStation Network Collection with Beats, Flow and Siphon Filter Combat Ops. Never seen it before, but for a quid I can't really leave it behind, and it's nice and complete, because I know people like seeing all that kind of stuff. Right, next up, again, more stuff from Craig's Hero Game Stall. Something I did see on a YouTube video not too long ago, and I thought that was absolutely crazy, bizarre, and right up my street, and that was Easy Piano. So he had £2 on this. £2! It's got a bit of box damage there, but I mean, the uniqueness of this is fantastic. It's my kind of thing. So yeah, what is it, about a 12 key piano maybe? Not very much, but maybe I'll be able to learn how to play the next Beethoven. Who knows? One that I've actually looked for. First, these two here are 360 games, and I think it's the first time I bought 360 games for my collection. I have actually bought a few before and taken them straight to CX when they've been like £1 and it's been like five quid trade. But these ones are actually for me, and that is, first one, Dante's Inferno. So I've actually got this game, but the reason why I got this is because it's got a lenticular cover, and I'm a proper sucker for them. It's got a few extra like bits to it because it's the deaf edition. So it's got the making of the game documentary, so I'll probably watch this. I think a lot of people used to slate this back in the day because people said it was basically a God of War ripoff. And yeah, it kind of is, but that doesn't make it any less fun. So yeah, really good game, really glad to get. And my original one I've got home for already, and one that I would not normally pick up, but it's in this really cool slipcover. You know what I'm like with slipcovers, so it's like a clear slipcover that you'd imagine for a steelbook maybe, but no, it's it fits nice and snug with this. I don't think it would fit on a steelbook, so really interesting. I wouldn't normally get a World Rally Championship game unless there is something unique to it like that. Next up, we've got some Super Famicom games, and first up we've got Civilian. So this is a very unique kind of shooter. It's sort of like Sent Dragon mixed with Gauntlet, if that makes any sense. So yeah, very unique. As I say, I've not really played this. I know this was on the Amiga as well, and I know you can get this on PAL, which goes for crazy money, or if you can find it at all, that is, anyway. But yeah, can't wait to give that one a good go as well, because I just like my unique kind of games, and I love my shoot 'em up, so really cool. So he actually saved this one for me because I saw him at Manchester with it. Next up we have got RPM Racing. So I don't know if many people know what this is, but this is basically rock and roll racing. The game that not inspired it, but like was the footprint for it. It's very similar to it. So it's an isometric racer, but it just doesn't have the iconic music. So it's actually RPM Racing actually stands for Radical Psycho Machine. We never got this in PAL territories, but they did, like, it did come out in America and everything like that. So again, really cool to get, and nice little collection piece, and it wasn't expensive at all. But I don't know what the price of this was. He never told me, but I know it's not the cheapest game, but it's not like super expensive either. So the game is Return of Double Dragon. This is one that I've been looking for bloody ages, just because I used to play this as a kid quite a lot on the normal Super Nintendo. It's very slow, because I used to love Double Dragon. We all did, didn't we? Pretty much. And this was very different to what we used to with Double Dragon. It was a lot more colourful, a lot more neon and everything like that. And yeah, a lot of people say it's crap, but I don't know, I think it's quite good. And I know there's been a remake, not a remake, but someone's republished it on a cartridge and everything like that. And I'm sure they used the Japanese version, as I think that was the better version, and then they've retranslated it. So really cool to get this. I mean, it's got full on English on the front of it. It's got the whole story in English, so really cool to get. What an iconic cover as well, really cool. Yeah, we're nearly there. Hopefully I'm going to beat Sean and Pete Fighter. So I don't think Pete Fighter's put a video up yet. But next up, something I'm really happy to get. This is, again, this isn't from Craig's stall, but I've got some Super Plays. I've been staying away from magazines for quite some time because I know if I start getting them, I'm going to just start getting too many of them and getting addicted. But I saw these, there was £2 each on Sega Mags. Was it £2 each? Can't remember. I think I paid 20 quid for all of these anyway. Maybe £3 each, that is, I don't know. But yeah, I can remember all of these from being a kid. But do you know what? I think it was Nintendo Entertainment System. No, Nintendo Magazine System that I used to have the most. But these are so cool. I've got all the lower issues, so I think this is the latest one, number 17. Got Mega Man on the front. But I've been reading these all week. I've spent so much time with these. They're so good. And it's so funny to read. There's so many mistakes in it and everything like that. But I mean, all the adverts just remind me so much. And what's good about these as well, as you know what my collecting tastes are probably like by now. Here's a table of contents. There's all the imports and there's all the UK reviews. So very import heavy magazine. So it's really cool to get. And another really nostalgic bit of this is the cheat section, which I can't, obviously when you're looking for it, you can't find it. So here we go, some cheats and everything like that. So now I can remember how to do a lot of these things that I used to do back in the day. And there's one game in particular on this that I've been reading about, and it's got like a sort of cheat where it opens up a secret level. I can't remember seeing that ever in this magazine. I don't think, maybe I didn't have the game at the time and then I didn't go back to it or something. Maybe that's what it was. But I think I'm going to do a bit of a video about this secret level anyway. So maybe someone, if you can guess what that secret level is, let me know. And yeah, hopefully I'll get that. I'll probably do that this weekend. But the thing that's I'm the happiest to find is Outrun. Again, this was another one of Craig's. Eddie, you want this? I think he was trying to get all his big stuff out of the way. I think he just wanted me to take all the big stuff home so he'd had less to come home with. But again, this is something that I've been wanting for ages and it looked absolutely beautiful. I don't think I've got any batteries. I'll try and find some batteries later and try and do a bit of a video so you can actually see what this is like. So I'm not going to open it up or anything. But yeah, like so it's an LCD tabletop racer game where you turn with the steering wheel and everything like that. I never had this as a kid, but when I was looking for Tiger Outrun ages ago on eBay, this popped up and I have wanted one ever since, and I don't think many came up after that. So great to see. He did me a great price on this. Yeah, a lot less than what I normally see him for on eBay. The box condition's not the best, like, but it's still good enough. Especially for me, I'm not like a condition snob or anything. So absolutely buzzing to get this. So thanks again, Craig. That's, I mean, the deal that you got me, and not even just me, but other guys as well, YouTubers or just random people as well, just coming up and asking. I mean, that's it. If you just ask, I think Craig was just happy to do. I think you're just happy to get some of his stuff into people's hands that appreciate what they're getting. So yeah, what an event! Proper good fit, proper good show. I didn't have time to go anywhere. I saw like people talking about that Amiga stall and everything like that. The garbage guy, the house clearance guy. People was telling me about that, but I never actually saw him, even though he's right next to Craig's stall. As I say, I was just walking up and down and then just like getting distracted by talking to people and coming back and just snaking up and down again. So, but as I say, totally worth it. That's what you go for. It's about this social side. So anyway, enough of me blathering on. It's revival in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. I need to have my beer, finish my beer and get sorted for revival because yeah, it's coming up quick. So enjoy and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully I've not spent too much of revival. So bye. Here it is, guys. So yeah, no batteries. So I'm gonna have to sort that out soon. But yeah, look at that. Proper Ferrari, innit? Look at that. Awesome, innit? So yeah, cheers guys, bye.